Good morning, fashionistas. It's spring. Take a look. There it is. Finally spring. Welcome to a very special episode of Closet Confidential. I'm Elaine Lessig on behalf of the Canine Chronicle on the website and on their Facebook page. It's the time you've all been waiting for. Today, we are going to clean closet clutter. Okay. Come on into the vault. It's all ready for us to clean it out. Well, not clean it out. How about straighten it out and get rid of the clutter? Because that's really what we're going to do. So come on in. The weather in the Northeast has finally become spring, and it's lovely outside. Let me put down some of the tools of the trade. Nothing better than a portable vacuum cleaner and a great duster when you want to make sure you've got the closet really clean. Gets into all those crevices and fine little spaces. You'd be amazed how much dirt there is in your closet until you get it perfectly clean, getting rid of the clutter and the things you really don't need anymore. Here are some of the tools of the trade for inside the closet that you can work with. And if you don't have a closet that's like mine, where you can actually stand in it, these would be things you could have lined up in front of your closet ready to go. A yes, a no, and a maybe bin. And what we're going to do is go through a couple of things, and we're going to ask ourselves, is it something we love? Is it something we enjoy wearing? Is it something that is still fitting us? Is it something that we would want to continue to wear? Doesn't need repair? Any of those kinds of things. And we can sort through that way. And I have a little shopping list of some of the things that we want to consider while we're doing yes, no, and maybe. And what they are that you really need to think about would be things like looking for stains, snags, holes, or things that you actually forgot to take to the cleaners. Having a really good cleaner, and hopefully one with a tailor, is a wonderful thing to have. You can take your clothes and get them cleaned and or fixed. And everybody should have a good tailor, because heaven knows we all change our shape every once in a while. And then another thing is make sure it fits today. And if it doesn't fit today, do you really want to keep it? And one more thing that you want to be sure of is, do you really look good? Take a moment, step in front of a mirror, and make sure you really want to keep this. And so let's start. I'm going to start with things. These are my basic kind of athletic clothes. And they're probably the things I throw out and change the most. So I thought this is one section I haven't done yet, so I'm going to go through yes, no, and maybe. And I can see things already that I'm going to have no on. So let's start up front. And these are golf skirts, but I sometimes like to wear them for walking. And this one I really like, and I do wear a lot. So this one's going to go into a yes bin. This one is really sort of too short for me, and I don't love the colors as much. But it's a really good piece that somebody else might like. So I'm going to put this one in the, I should have made another pile to give away. Share or swap with somebody. So there takes care of one thing. And now I've got a lot of these different wonderful warm cozy tops that I wear when I'm out doing my miles in cooler weather. And this would be a definite yes. I wear it, I love it, I can wear things underneath it, I would keep it. This is a super favorite, I would keep that. This one, I'm not sure, so we're going to put that in maybe. And this one, I definitely don't like anymore, but there's nothing wrong with it, so it could go here. These two are brand new this season. No problem, right into the yes pile. Love them, just bought them, have worn them this cold winter like they've been my new best friends. Okay, this is going to be a no because I don't like the way it goes over my head. And if you noticed, I have an ever-ready trash bag here, just waiting for the things that are no for me. But in fact, this could go in this pile, but definitely need to be thrown away. I wouldn't even begin to think of giving them to somebody. And then I could go through more jackets here. And let's go through some things that I saw that I think are definite no's. Here's one. This would be a zip jacket that I've had for years, and I know it has stains on it, and pockets are not very useful for anybody because they're not big enough to stick a phone in or anything. And so I'm sorry, you were very good to me for a number of years, but we're going to say goodbye. Goodbye! And that's the yes, no, and maybe of how you would do something like this. Now I'm going to take you in some other things. Remember, anything in this pile you can take to a swap. You could give away. They still have usefulness in it. The things that don't have any usefulness, or you don't think are good, or didn't work, or are stained, for heaven's sakes, those are the get rid of items. You don't want to keep them. Cleaning out your drawers is another good way to get rid of clutter. You find every time you open the drawer you can't find something, probably because it isn't very well organized. So what I did, so that we could get this for you, because I'm a crazy organized person, is I kind of messed up this drawer. And again, these are my sports clothes. Well, not my sports clothes, my workout clothes. I'm not exactly an athlete. So what I have here is things that I've tried to arrange in different kinds of shirts, different kinds of bottoms, and of course my infamous sports bras. And then we have some t-shirts over here. And they are folded, but they're not folded as neatly as they should be today. And you can see you can get a lot more into a drawer if you take the time and you fold it properly. Try to fold. These are all my muscle shirts. Gotta take care of the guns. And these are what I like to wear with, different kinds of compression pants like the ones I'm wearing. And I go in my drawer, because every morning I'm going to put on something, and I think to myself, well, what do I want to wear? Well, when you go through all the different things, it's so much easier to go through something that's piled like this than something, if you can get closer, you can see. Come on, you can come closer to my drawer and see. I mean, that's what most drawers look like. We don't want the drawers to look like that because it's clutter. When you're taking the time to fold all these shirts, you have a chance to look at them and then go yes, no, or maybe again. Because you're not going to want to keep probably all of these different things. So then what you end up with is something that I normally would have here, and that's all these little muscle shirts right here. All the sports bras are in the back, and they're all done by color. I do black, white, and color. And by doing it that way, I know where I can find what I want. T-shirts, long sleeve, short sleeve. Same thing, keep the short sleeve ones with the short sleeves. And the long sleeves with the long sleeves. And by doing that, you have a whole different vision of this drawer right now. And there's a semblance of order. Cleaning clutter at the end of the day, the time that you put into it, will be rewarded right back to you with the time you will not have to waste. Some people might look at this pile of hangers and think it's clutter, but this is part of my organization procedure. I have a bunch of different kinds of hangers that I use because even though some people prefer to have one type of hanger in their closet, I think that different size hangers come in very effectively for different things. For example, a heavyweight jacket, you're not going to put on a wire hanger. You're going to want a heavy hanger like this one. A lighter weight jacket doesn't need to take up the same time. It can be in a thinner hanger. So I discovered a while ago when I tried to have all my hangers be the same that it didn't make any sense. So what I do is I keep a wide variety of hangers here. Things that are thin, thick, hold skirts, hold pants, are better for coats, are better for things that have to be gently taken care of. And they're here for me so that when I bring something back from the cleaners or I buy something new, there are those hangers ready for me to use. You can get the kind of hangers, for example, that you would hang scarves on one after another that look like a ladder, keeping the longer scarves at the bottom, putting some belts on the top. That's a great organizational pattern for things like that. Another fun thing to do is you might want to get yourself an old-fashioned clothes drying rack, the kind that stand up and that you might have in your room, in your laundry room, or you might have in a bathroom. It's a great place to throw some hangers and put some extra things on that you need to take care of, or that you've just washed and you now are going to leave there, or even things like it's a great scarf rack, it's a great belt rack, it's a great place to put pocketbooks. If you don't have the shelves or any place to put them, hang them. Get a good heavy hanger and put one on a drying rack and fold it up when you don't need it. It's another great accessory. Another great accessory that you can put in the closet to help organize things is that little table that I showed you the other day and when we did our accessories. It's a great place to put things down that I take out now because I'm using the space the way that I am. There are plenty of ways to put things into your closet without getting to be expensive. And if you try something and it doesn't work, so what? Try it again. I think I told everybody that my vault was once a library off of a sitting room in our house, and we decided to convert the sitting room into our bedroom and the closet into a library. So there were shelves to move around that could be adjusted. Adjustable things of anything are fabulous to have. So let me just show you how I laid things out, and honestly some of these things have been changed over the years. So over here I have evening bags that are all pretty well boxed because I don't go into them a whole lot, followed by some smaller bags, and then a very special piece to me. And then these are all things I might want to use to travel and pack in. Different size tote bags and things like that, garment bags that I might need. And these are shoes I don't really like to access very much, so they're over here because I don't need to see them very much. The things you need to see the most, you need to have where you can see them. And so if you look over here, these are the shoes and boots. Boots are up here because I'm not wearing the boots as much. And then I have shoes that I would wear. And the shoes that I wear the most are the ones that are out. Or there are some really other good shoes that I like to keep covered and dust free. And that's the nice thing about having shoe boxes that are different sizes. And even if that shoe didn't come in here, you can put labels on them. And that really helps you to find things fast. If you're not sure what's in the box, it has a label. And then I decided to split this side up into there are more boots. And these are all my tops that are lightweight. And these are some of my slacks. I'm not a big pants wearer because I don't fit well in them. And as I showed you, my athletic clothes. And then things like my vests and things like that, they're all together. Then I have folded space over here. And having folded space may not be something you can do in your closet, but you could certainly effectively get a shelf and put it somewhere in your room and put things on an open shelf if that makes life easier for you. Or you might have an old set of drawers. Take the fronts off the drawers and you've got yourself some shelves. There you go, all the things that are folded, and again, the order to know where they are. Different kinds of cozy jackets to wear. Leggings, leggings, more leggings, more leggings, and leggings for cold weather. In any event, then we have skirts. We have some special pieces, and then some more lightweight clothes over here, and then my Immortal Vest collection. Wintry clothes, dresses, suits, jackets, summer dresses, and just old things like wonderful robes and nighties and things like that. Shelves for pocketbooks, running shoes, and running shoes. And then I have some hats, rain shoes, scarves, and then boxes that have things that I need. And then I actually do have a shelf for books, so see, it really is a library. And that's how I organized my closet. I was very fortunate. We built this set of drawers. It's not built in, but it's really helpful, and I don't have any other drawers out in the bedroom area, so it keeps that area free of any of the clothing, which is probably a good thing. And the last piece of advice I'm going to give you today is probably one of the most important. When you buy something, make an effort to go into your closet and take something out. Decide if it's yes, no, or maybe, or put it in that pile that you really want to take to swap or trade or give away. And that creates the space. You are constantly editing, and if you constantly edit, you will not have the issue of every season cleaning out your closet. So I think if you stay with some of these trends and ideas and get some of the extra little pieces that we suggested to make your life easy, and remember, you can take something like the wonderful clothes rack that I have, imitate the shape of your closet. You can take something like go to the Salvation Army or a thrift store, Find a set of drawers, either use them or take the fronts off and create shelves for yourself. Go find an old bookcase someplace. Any of those things make fabulous, fabulous ways for you to be able to create your own closet and eliminate the clutter. Okay, fashionistas, it's spring. Let's go outside. And until next week, I hope to get to see everybody then. Don't forget, Closet Confidential on the Canine Chronicle website and on the Facebook page. Bye, fashionistas! Today we have a very, very special guest. We were able, through the modern technology of you can do it yourself, we were able to have a conversation with Christine Calcineri from my closet into hers. In their new home, they have built a closet and have been working on it, and Chris sent me a note asking for my help, which I was more than happy to do. She wanted to know different things that she could do to get her closet better organized. And so we decided to do a phone conference on how to do it. And so you are going to now have the pleasure of watching Christine Calcineri, a well-known judge and respected breeder, and myself, the fashionista. And what we're going to do is have a discussion with both of us talking to each other while we can see each other and her closet, and have her ask her questions and me answer the best ways for her to organize her closet. I think it's a great feature and I know you're going to love it. I love the questions that I'm getting, and I got one from a friend, incidentally, and it's Christine Calcineri from New Hampshire. You may know her as a very well-respected judge and a fine breeder, and she and her husband Fred are just about to finish refurbishing their new home. And one of the things that they did was build a new closet. I said, why don't we do this live? And as a matter of fact, this is live. I'm in my room in my house, and Chris is in her room in her house, and we are going to be able to have a conversation about how she can take her closet and not only make it a good closet, to make it a fabulous one. Hey Chris, how are you doing today?
Good morning, how are you?
And you too. Oh, you're looking really good. Fabulous. And Fred, thanks so much for helping us out by doing a video too. We always appreciate your help, Fred, because you are a very good dog person helper. Chris, I've looked at pictures of your closet. It's amazing. And I noticed a couple of things that you mentioned. So tell me, what's the first item on your list of things where you need some help?
Well, I was thinking that I had some areas that I wasn't quite sure what to do with. I need something for belts and maybe scarves, and I have some little corners that I'm not really sure how to use.
Okay, take a full circle around the closet so I can get a real idea of the size and scope.
So we have this space right here that I'm not really sure what to do with, and this little short wall corner over here. And I'm not sure I really like the chair here. So how to best use that. And then we have the, so we have the one shoe rack, then this space, which is kind of empty. And then we have another shoe rack. And then I'm using this for skirts, this for slacks, jackets. Thinking purses there.
Ooh, I see some empty shelves, Chris.
So I put some purses down here, some small clutch bags in there.
It's beautiful, Chris.
And this is, the dress space.
Okay, couple of ideas I'm noticing right away. Go back into the first corner with the tree, with the chair.
Yeah.
That's why I said the word tree. That is a perfect place, and especially in New Hampshire, you could probably even find a lovely antique one, or if not, in a resale shop. And I would be looking for what we would call a clothes tree, where you could hang things like, you coming back, I know you exercise, so you come back from your exercise class when we get to go to them again, and take off the clothes you were wearing there and put your shoes. They have things on the bottom where you could put shoes. Or Fred, you're out on the boat and you've got your boat clothes to hang up. Just a simple place to put things before they go back where they belong. Does that seem like a reasonable suggestion?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, I like that idea of gathering things together and having a place for planning.
Yeah, I like that idea of putting outfits together with one
place to hang them.
And that makes a world of difference. Okay, keep walking around.
So this place, I'm thinking mirror maybe.
That is ideal. It is fabulous. And if you want to get a decorative mirror, by all means do. But something that you can do, and I can see the style of the closet that you're doing, is you really could go to one of the places that sells, glass, and you can get a mirror in exactly the size that you want, and either have them bevel the edges, or you can take it and get a frame put around it that would kind of match the color of the drawer pulls that you've put on.
Yeah, so this space right here, I'm not really sure about.
Okay, here's my idea for that. I think you could get one of the benches attached to the wall that has a hinge on it. And so you actually take the seat and put it back against the wall under the window when you want to get to your hamper. And then when you want to sit, you put the shelf down. You've got a nice cushion on top that's attractive and will make the closet look really finished. And then you've got, that's fabulous use of the closet space, but you have the hamper that actually will almost have like a lid on top of it. You don't have to worry about, how it looks or doesn't look. You have a place to sit, and you've got great light there.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
This was very well thought, Christine Calcineri, not that I'm the slightest bit surprised.
So let's see what else we can do. I have in here some tops in these drawers, and gonna use that for clothes. I was thinking boots and maybe purses.
Okay. Now a suggestion for the top drawer there, right where your hand is there's like a shelf.
Yeah.
Buy a tray with sides and the kind that have handles on them, and put felt underneath it. And it's a good place to throw down some jewelry or something else when you are ready to take it off, and then it's on the tray, and you push your tray back. And I would keep the tray with the felt attached to the bottom, handles on the side, and you can just pull it out and pull it in, and nothing's going to fall off.
Yeah, if you get changed, you need some place to put it.
More space in your closet.
You're right on top of it, Elaine. So here, maybe boots and purses.
That's the ideal space. And when you're putting your handbags in, Chris, see if you can put them in like books instead of widthwise, and you'll see that you can get a lot more in there. And they're just as easy to see. And I would suggest if you have dust bags for your really good handbags, keep them in there, because you will create dust in there, and you really don't want the good bags ruined.
All right.
I would also have a separate, maybe another little basket that you could put the evening bags in, so you know exactly where all of them are as well. And again, if you can put them in like books instead of, like walls, you'll find you'll get a lot more on those shelves.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep, and and then you're just pulling them out and ready to go with whatever you need to do. Go ahead, Chris.
What about belts?
Okay, I was thinking about that. Chris, you have an area, I think it's near the first set of well, you could do two things, actually. You could either use the space by the window where we're talking about a bench, or isn't there a slight area that you have at the very end near where we talked about putting a mirror?
Yeah, there's a little gap here.
Yes, you know what you could get in that gap? You could even do the mirror too. You might be able to get that mirror into one of those things that's a pull-out, slip the mirror in, and also have all the accessories with, the different closet accessories that you can get. You may be able to do a unit like that. Have you started looking at closet hardware?
I have started looking at some online, trying to figure out, what would work best in those spaces if I were going to do that.
Anything that's flexible or that you can make changes with, that you can move things up, down, or around. Stationary things tend not to work as well.
Yeah.
And the more you can see in your closet, the faster it will be for you to pull things and get them together and not forget that, oh my God, still got the tag on, I bought it 3 years ago. So the more you can see, the better you can do. You have a beautiful closet. Congratulations to you and Fred.
Thank you.
And lots of happy, healthy years in your new home. And is there anything else that we can do to help you make your closet more fabulous than you already did it yourself?
These are great suggestions. I've got some ideas now, so that's going to work out really, really well. Thank you so much for your help.
You are welcome, and on behalf of the Canine Chronicle and their wonderful decision to have Closet Confidential on, we thank you, and this will be posted to the website and the Facebook page in the near future, and you were very kind to let us into your closet today. We'll talk soon, Chris. Thanks. I want everybody to check on the Canine Chronicle website or on the Facebook page. There'll be instructions on how to submit a 1-minute video where you can ask your question, and we will choose some really great questions and go into it. Please tell us your name, where you live, what you do in dogdom. Are you a handler? Are you a breeder? Are you an exhibitor? And we'd like to tailor the answer to your needs specifically, but something that we can share with everybody. So don't forget to check on the Canine Chronicle website and on the Facebook page for the information on where to send your questions to the Closet Confidential.